The astrology of this week is supercharged as we will come into the last eclipse of 2024, ending karmic cycles for all of us. The eclipse will take place on Wednesday, but starting Monday, we are already going to be ushered in to the eclipse portal. Monday, we will have the moon in Virgo and the sun will be conjunct Mercury. A conjunction means that two planets are next to each other, and in this case, the sun amplifies all the qualities that Mercury has. So we can expect the spotlight to be put onto our communication, the way that we speak to each other, and also how we process information. You will absolutely feel this in the desire to rabbit hole information, specifically about past relationships or relationships in general. There's going to be a strong desire to reach out to people from the past or suddenly even hearing from them. I already know what you're going to ask me. Is this meant to be a reunion, closure, or completely cutting off? And I'm here to spoil it when I say that nobody is in charge of your love life more than you. You are the one who decides what happens with your free will. Nevertheless, Monday is going to open and spark a curiosity that's going to lead to more information. As we go into Tuesday, the moon in Virgo is going to oppose Neptune in Pisces. This opposition is typically not comfortable as Neptune represents doubt, fear, and a little bit of Delulu energy. The goal Tuesday morning is to stay realistic, especially if fears do come up. Analyze them, observe them, but you don't necessarily have to act upon them. Now, by 3:20 p.m. Eastern Time, the moon is going to go into Libra. And so this means that we are all going to slip into that eclipse portal. You will absolutely feel the veil coming down and the intensity of the energy increase. A little bit like you're being sucked into a black hole with ominous opportunity. Like we just don't know what's there. But we listen and surrender to the suspense that is around us. And what you are feeling is quite literally the moon getting ready to be eclipsed. On Wednesday morning at 11:49 a.m. Eastern Time, we are going to come into the totality of the eclipse. She is going to be in her full glory, and what happens around this time could have lasting effects in your life for the next year. The message of this eclipse is 100% a communication reset. There's something that we are going to realize in our individual worlds of how our communication has led to disarray and disharmony through our life. Things that have been needing to be said and heard will take place, and you will feel this as the ultimate call of judgment. Finally, balance has taken place. To be fair, we cannot time the universe to one single day, and it is said that the lessons of an eclipse will take place 30 days to 60 days before or after. I will say that the best rule of thumb is to not make life-changing decisions 1 week before or after an eclipse. And that is due to being in the dark of the moon. She is not illuminated, therefore not sharing her wisdom to us. So almost always we don't have all the information during major eclipses. The best position to assume during an eclipse is that of being open-minded, yet very observant of what comes up through you, around you, and within you. Or as I like to say, it's God's turn to speak. Not me not writing any notes for Thursday. She is totally blank. The eclipse eclipsed her. Wednesday eclipsed Thursday. We essentially don't have any major transits on Thursday. The moon is going to be in Libra the whole day. We are just going to be moving through that eclipse energy. And I always like to say, take it easy, rest, relax. You're going to feel some type of uncertainty. And the best thing to do around that feeling is self-care. Nurture yourself so you can remind yourself that you're safe regardless of what's happening in your life. You are safe. I'd love to say that Friday is going to be fun and back to normal, but the truth is the moon is going to go into Scorpio, which is very intense and heightened emotions. Not to mention that Venus is also in Scorpio, so there's going to be a lot of desire after the eclipse energy. On Friday, we're going to also have Venus trine Saturn, which I love this for business. It's a really, really good day to talk about finances, doing new budgets, talking to people about potentially working together. This day will for sure form long-term relationships that will thrive and make a lot of money. By Saturday morning, the moon is going to still be in Scorpio, but she's going to be trining Saturn. And so I take this as a very creative day. You want to start your morning off with using your creativity in some capacity, whether it's like an artistic hobby or you get creative with your breakfast. You do something fun in the spirit of Halloween. It promotes self-expression through arts and crafts and creativity. Later in the day, the moon is also going to trine Mars in Cancer. So it's so much about your intuition and what you're inspired to do. You know what I actually would tell my students is to channel whatever the eclipse brought up for you. Like you have the visual, you may not have the words for it, but you know what you're seeing. And so maybe you could put an easel. Oh my God, easel. I don't know how to speak. Maybe you could put up something where you can draw paper, canvas. I don't know. I'm obviously not a drawer. I'm an astrologer. But the tools of drawing, maybe carving out a pumpkin. It's just literally whatever makes your heart pump. You know what I mean? Now, by Saturday night, you will have a bedtime. I'm actually putting you to bed early. And that's going to be, you have to be sleeping by 11:37 p.m. because Mercury is going to be squaring Mars. And that's just argumentative, okay? Mercury is disagreeing with Mars. Mercury has time to talk and Mars has time to, do a couple swings. So let's take it easy. Let's call it an early night. Do not participate in conversations that do not have your highest good in consideration. If you are feeling restless before going to bed, I would absolutely do something to soothe the nerves. Maybe like a nice chamomile tea or a warm bath is going to help to just relax the body. Sunday energy, girl. The moon is going to be opposing Uranus, and we just I don't even try to interpret Uranus. He's wacky tacky, doing his own thing. And it does mean that there's going to be a lot of random energy on Sunday. It's just kind of like, it's not a day to make plans. It's a day to just take it easy. If you do have something planned in the morning, good luck to you. I'm just kidding. No. If you do have something planned in the morning, go with the flow, right? Uranus is the one ruling the day, and he likes to throw random stuff, and so we're just gonna go with it. Okay. I would say that if you're someone trying to break a pattern, maybe in your eating habits or in your routines, this is a perfect day to break that pattern, because Uranus promotes pattern interruption and change essentially. And so you do want to work with him to bring about change in your life. So that's a good day to try something new that's going to feel good rather than, I'm not going to have it. You know what I mean? So there's benefits to Uranus when you use him wisely. I will still keep him 10 feet away. Let me know how your week goes. I want to read all about it in the comments. You did this last week and I had so much fun with it. Also, if you're interested in a private reading, head over to my website. It has all the information you need to book with me. My name is Brilla Samay and I'm your karmic astrologer. Mwah.